Every creator knows this pain. You finally nail the shot only to later realize that some unwanted pole or a person ruined an otherwise perfect shot. Today I'm going to show you how to remove those distractions in DaVinci Resolve using AI object removal tool and get the job done in just few clicks. I'm going to show you two different methods, one in color page and the other one is in Fusion. Quick side note, I've covered similar topic for After Effects, so I'll leave link somewhere up here on the screen. If you're interested, go check it out. And if you've been using After Effects or Premiere Pro, you've probably used content over fill, clone stamping, or frame by frame rotoscoping. That stuff works, but it can feel slow, clunky, and it forces you to jump between programs to just resolve one thing. And Resolve, on the other hand, keeps everything in the same place. Let's start with the color page, which is surprisingly easy to use for this. So we're going to work with this clip here, and let's assume that these guys are the mistake and we need to remove them. For that, go to the color page, and in here go to the window and click on this pen tool right here, and let's draw a mask around our subjects. Make sure to include the shadows as well. Something like this should do the trick. Mask shouldn't be that much accurate. And now we need to track this mask. For that, go to the tracker, and basically there's two ways to track. With the tracker, which is automatically tracking your subjects for you, and there is manual tracking when it is failing. So basically you click on this diamond right here, go a couple of frames forward and move the mask with your subject like this. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use this tracker. And now let's just click on track forwards and backwards, and boom, the tracking is done. But I noticed that the mask expanded itself, and that is because of this perspective 3D. Let's just untick this and let's just retrack everything. So now the mask should stay as is, and yeah. So after that, what we need to do is we need to go to the effects and search for the object removal and drag this to our node with a mask, and nothing happened. Yeah, that's because we have to tweak some parameters. So basically there's three scene modes: background, boundary, and object. I leave it mostly on boundary, but sometimes I change it to object, and this is analysis boundary. You can play with this value right here, but let's just click on scene analysis and let's see what it will do for us. So it finished the analysis and you can see there's something wrong. Let's fix it. So under the render, change the blend mode to adaptive blend, and boom, it fixed the issue. So there is still something missing, right? There's something going on in here. And in order to fix it, you can go and play with this search range, and you can see the texture is appearing in there. And also you can click on this build clean plate, and this will fix the issue for us in most of the cases. And now if we're going to go back and just watch the video, and there is nobody and everything is perfect and nice. And this is the way how to do it in the color page. So we finished with the color page, and if you want more control over your compositing, you should do this in Fusion. So now that we know how to do this in color page, let's learn how to do this in Fusion. Basically, rules are the same. We need to create mask and then track it and then apply the object removal. So let's start. Click Shift Space and search for the polygon and click Add. And just detach this by double clicking on this link here. So what we need to do now is we need to draw a mask around our subjects. So Control and scroll to zoom in. And now let's just draw something like this. Okay. Now we need to track this mask, and we need to do it manually. For that, make sure that right click here for the shape animation. This diamond here is on. Now we need to go a couple of frames forward, then select everything And then we need to move our shape like so. And again, go a couple of frames forward and move the shape like this. Again, a couple of frames forward, move it, go a couple of frames more, move it like so. Okay, move it like this. Now what we need to do, again, shift space, and let's search for the object removal. Click add. Now to connect this, let's just remove this connection. To connect this to this right here, to this media in and out, hold shift and drag this in here in between. So boom, it is connected. And now we need to connect this polygon information to this object removal. Boom, it's connected. And now click on this object removal and you will see familiar settings. Basically, again, there's 3 scene modes, there's blend mode, and there's clean plate. So what we need to do, let's just click on scene analysis and let's see what it will create for us. And there is some gray area instead of people inside. So in order to fix this, you already know, go to the blend mode, click on adaptive, and boom, they are gone. And you can see some artifacting. So in order to fix it, you can play with this search range, and also you can click on this build clean plate, just experiment with everything. And now if we're going to zoom out and let's just play this back, you can see that there is nobody and everything is clean. And basically this is perfect solution to clean little thingies, little imperfections, but this is not the solution to remove everything, because this tool has its limitations. And if you can get everything in the camera right, just do it. Do not rely on I'll fix it in post. So now that we finished with successful cases, let me show you the limitation of this tool. So this is my truck that is moving towards the camera and the shape is changing. That's why I tracked this manually. Also, there is a shift of perspective. So now let's add object removal, and in here, let's just click scene analysis. Let's see what it will do for us. And boom, straight away we know this thingy right here. We change this to adaptive blend, and you can see there is this blur thingy going on, and we know how to fix it, right? We should increase the search range so it will search around this mask to see what it can use to fill in the gap. So now let's just view this, and it is still amazing, but we can see shadow from the car, right? And there is still some artifacts that is going on. And let's try to click build clean plate, and it's not helping us. So you can see that there is something weird going on, especially in the end of the clip where the car is getting parked. So let's just try to fix that one as well. Let's just increase the search range and increase the analysis boundary, and let's change this to object, and let's click once more. So let's wait, and boom, the car is gone, but you can still see that there is something wrong. Let's just view this clip, and you can see that the car is coming in and there is some artifacting going on. So this is the limitation of this tool, and it's not going to be perfect for each and every case. That is why I'm telling you, if you can get it right in the camera, you should always rely on getting it right in the camera, and this should be your last resort.